and CEO of the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce and Experience Jackson, Craig Hatch. Hi,
Thank
Craig.
you.
Good to see you. Thanks for being on our anniversary show
Thanks
today.
for having me. It's such the 22 years, huh?
Yeah, where were
Actually, for 22 years, the team and I, we found out this morning, so put a little package together for you.
Oh, nice.
So you can enjoy that.
Thank you very
Compliments
much.
of Experience Jackson and
Wow.
the Jackson Chamber.
Some Experience Jackson bling. Oh, and this has the date of the very first Bart Holly show on it.
1829.
1829.
That is
Yeah.
our 1829 line. Remember when Jackson was born?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
Well, congratulations.
A lot of
22
cool
years
things.
of
Wow.
anything's quite an accomplishment. So.
Wow, thank you very much. Where were you 22 years ago?
22 years ago, I was somewhere moving back from Southern California. Right now, I would have been in Phoenix, Arizona, possibly.
Really?
Yeah, I have to do the math. But yeah, I used to do some work with different events around the country.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, we're glad that you're at the Chamber and Experience Jackson. And it looks like 2022 is a great year for both organizations.
It was. You know, I'm almost 3. I'm 2.5 to 3 years in. But it's been all COVID. So for me, it's been a learning experience to have basically a real year with somewhat normal things happening and a brand new team. So it's been new for most of us. We've got a couple folks who've been on the team for a few years, but most of us are pretty new. So it made it very exciting. It made us, we did the things the Chamber does well. We added a few wrinkles to it, and I think with some of us new to it, we were able to kind of bring some new life to it, and had some great events last year, and just want to continue kind of the momentum we have going into 2023.
Yeah, your very first day on the job, I think, was the day before the governor shut everything
It was the
down.
day the governor, yeah. So I showed up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've said this before. The amazing thing was that I walked in the door, and the team was already talking about what do we do, because we all kind of knew it was coming from the governor that morning. I think it was 11 o'clock that day 10 or 11 when she went on and announced it. So yeah, that day, then at midnight that night was when it started. The team was already in place. How do we stay relevant? How do we support our community? How do we support our members before I even walked in the door? So that's the kind of organization I was able to join that Mindy Bradish Order, of course, we all know had built. So had some big shoes to fill, and of course, day one, I told everybody to go home, and we started communicating via Zoom and got through it. And then, like I said, this last year was just a really fun year for both agencies. Experience Jackson, wow, the Michigan Theater and all the things that have happened there. Of course, MIS came back up online, and down to the Hispanic Heritage Festival, which is a great new festival in town. Got a new paintball facility, and just everything that we actually have and do in Jackson. The Gus Macker event that continues to grow. It was really cool to bring everything back online and be able to support and partner with a lot of those venues and a lot of those events. So.
Yeah, and really, Jackson's become a destination for people like for us. We've become used to going to Ann Arbor or Detroit or Grand Rapids. Now people are outstate looking at Jackson as a place to visit for a day or two.
Visit and move back to, and that's I've had some great conversations recently about that piece as well. So obviously, like you said, we're becoming a destination. Folks are coming to Jackson to visit and to enjoy, from our lakes and our rivers to the parks, to the golf, to the events we host and everything else, and this vibrant downtown. But talking to a few folks whose family members maybe out of college, maybe have moved away for a career or a job for some years, in their 20s and 30s. Actually, I've got some folks coming back to me saying, hey, how do they want to live downtown? They want to live in Jackson. How do they find a place? And it's hard to find a place because everything is really sold out. So that's really, in my day, when I was in my 20s, again, people were going off to college and never coming back.
Yeah.
And now they're coming back to live. And that's really a testament to all the work that's been done in Jackson over the last 10, 15, 20 years to kind of turn things around.
Yeah, and you and I both know people that have absolutely no connection to Jackson that chose to move here because, well, they can work from home, they can work from anywhere, and it's a great place, as we all know.
Yeah.
So, one of the greatest events of the past year that the Chamber presented was the MLK Breakfast. A huge turnout. I think it was a record turnout.
Record turnout. We had over 480 people in the room. In the year before, we had a great keynote with Babby Mason and an amazing event coming out of COVID. So we tried to figure out how do we top this, and of course the team, the committee that puts it all on, just did an amazing job. And not only was it operationally stellar, but we brought the Willis family, John Willis the third, Jay Willis, John Willis, well, John Willis the second, Jay Willis the third, and of course Kari Willis, and those three. And then John had some friends and family come up and sing with him at the end. Mm-hmm. So just amazing message the three of them, sent to us. Amazing operation, great crowd, great energy. So now we have to top it. So now the big question now becomes, who do we have for entertainment and singing, because we've set a precedent. Mm-hmm. So I already started those plans and try to figure out how to make it bigger and better going into next year.
Cool. Then that's the first half of your big winter of programming. The next half is coming up this Thursday.
Night of Distinction, our annual meeting and community awards, which it's always been known as. And again, we talked about it last year. We turned it into the Night of Distinction, brought it downtown Jackson, hosted it at the Michigan Theater, and then over to Veritas for an evening event afterwards. And again, just was a smash last year, which is why we're, if we're not sold out now, I'd have to talk to the team. But last I heard, we had 6 tickets left for members to come in and join that. And we've got some great hosts this year with you and Chrissy Sider, so we expect to be entertained. And of course, I'll do a little bit of my keynotes. And we have a little surprise for the end for everyone that's going to join us as well. So again, just so proud to be on a team that works so hard and is so talented to put on these great events. So it's looking forward to a very exciting 2023.
Yeah, so if you're a chamber member and you've not made a plan to come Thursday night, you might have a chance right now if you call the chamber, because when it's sold out, and somebody said, well, the Michigan Theater didn't hold, but it's the capacity of Veritas that determines.
Yeah, and we're actually, these are good problems to have. So we're already talking about next year, and the community awards winners want to bring more folks to, it's pretty prestigious to win some of these awards. So as they want to bring more folks to the show, what we're looking at is possibly next year allowing more people at the theater, but not everybody can make it to the Veritas party.
Oh,
so
good idea.
But that's a whole that's a great problem to have, that you have that kind of capacity, and you're selling out because so many folks want to be a part of it. So great support from the community and the members, and just looking forward to a great night Thursday. I'll see you backstage.
We'll be there. Yes, look forward to seeing you all there too. One of the other recent events, which was the second time you've put this on, the New Year's Eve hotel shuttles.
Yeah.
Worked, it's building, it's growing, it's better than last year.
Yeah, we committed. Yeah, ridership was up significantly, although ridership wasn't huge year one, or huge year two. But what we're trying to build on something. Downtown Jackson used to have a pretty great festival and event for New Year's. So bringing the buses to it and trying to rebuild. So we've got the bus systems in place. We have the operations taken care of. The next step is to try to look into next year. We already have some sponsors lined up who want to help bring back some of the festival so that we can have a great evening of celebration downtown Jackson. And for us with Experience Jackson, putting heads in beds is our goal. That brings money into the community. That helps build up our assessments, and we have more to market our community. This is a way that we can even help the locals put heads in beds for a pretty cheap hotel room compared to the other hotel room you'd get if you ended up having a few too many drinks and driving home. It gives somebody an opportunity to be safe, to come downtown, to enjoy all you want to enjoy, and then we'll get you back to your hotel room to enjoy the evening and then get back home the next day. So not only can we market that to folks outside of Jackson, which we'll really start doing once we build this New Year's Eve night, but it gave us a safe way for folks to, like I said, drive to the hotel, put your bags in the room, jump on the bus, come downtown, and just have all the fun you want to have, and we'll get you back to your hotel. And we had 6 stops. I believe we had 10 or 11 hotels participate. So you have your choice as well of what level, what kind of hotel you want to be in.
Yeah, we have a lot of brand new hotels that are beautiful too, so great. All right, well, we'll see you Thursday night.
I will see you Thursday night.
Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
And thanks for being part of our 22nd anniversary.
22 years. Congratulations.
Thank you. The President and CEO of Experience Jackson and the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, Craig Hatch. We've got lots